By the end of today's episode, you'll know exactly what to say when a casting director or agent says, "Tell me about yourself." Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book major roles in legit productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today's episode, we're going to be taking a closer look at what they're really asking with the dreaded "Tell me about yourself" question. We'll cover why agents and casting directors are really asking this question, because most of the time they only care about a few key parts of your answer. The exact 4 things your answer should cover to give them all the info that they need to be impressed, and exact examples of what to say word for word. So imagine it. There you are in a meeting with a potential agent, and they look at you and say, "So tell me about yourself." OMG. I was born in New Jersey. I've been interested in acting since a young age. Boring. No, the agent or casting director doesn't just want to know your history. The real reason that they're asking this is because they want to get a sense of a few things from you. Number 1, your background and training. Is your resume actually truthful, or are there any discrepancies, right? When you answer that question right away, they'll kind of get a sense of like, okay, the stuff that they generally had on their resume matches up with this story that they're telling me right now. Next thing that they want to know is what makes you different than all the other actors that I meet with on a regular basis. And then finally, they also just want to get a general sense of what your personality is like. Now, they want to know who you are, along with how you can help them. Those are the 2 key critical things. So if we're to summarize it down, in order to help them get to those answers, here are the key things that you should aim to answer whenever someone asks you to tell them about yourself. Number 1, tell them your name, where you're originally from, and what got you interested in acting. This can help them get a better sense of who you are and just kind of make you feel more human instead of just another random actor that they meet. Number 2, tell them a little bit about your training along with any significant roles that you've booked. Mentioning your biggest credits or training just generally shows them how seriously you take your career, and it lets them know that you've actually accomplished a few things, even if it's just taking some acting classes so far. Third thing, explain the primary 3 to 4 types that you most enjoy playing, along with your personality type, or at least the personalities of the characters that you like. When you're specific with the kinds of characters you can play, you instantly set yourself apart from other actors who don't mention this, and you give them a realistic sense of how they can cast you, or if they're an agent, the kinds of projects that they can actually submit you for. Finally, number 4, you should explain any unique skill sets that you have, such as languages, stage combat, singing, anything like that. By being clear about your skills, they'll get even more of a sense of how they can place you compared to just knowing the types that you can play. And again, this is going to further differentiate you and separate you from all of the other actors that they meet. So, based on all of those 4 points, here's what a good answer to this question might look like. Again, so they say, "So tell me about yourself." Well, my name is Martin Benson, and I'm originally from New Jersey, but I now live in New York City. I got interested in acting at a very young age when I used to run around my parents' house with my dad's video camera, and I would make James Bond mission movies. I studied film directing and acting at NYU Tisch, and I've been in a few independent short films. I also wrote and directed 2 feature-length films, and I actually starred as a supporting character in one of them. Some of the character types that I most enjoy playing are young business professionals, teachers, and journalists, and I generally tend to play more upbeat, happy characters. I also really enjoy comedy. Finally, I have a black belt in Taekwondo, and I do speak a decent amount of Spanish. So, keeping your answer simple like what I just outlined, but again, highlighting the biggest benefits for them, can make it easy for them to know what you offer them. They'll learn about you, and they'll also be able to pinpoint ways that you could be of benefit to them, especially if they're an agent who's considering representing you. That's pretty much it. Thanks for listening. Now, if you want to dive even deeper on interviews with agents, I highly recommend checking out my podcast called How to Get an Acting Agent, The Meeting, which is episode number 30. You'll learn a ton and have a much better understanding on the specific things to say when they ask you all different types of questions during the meeting. Check it out again, episode number 30, How to Get an Acting Agent, The Meeting, on the Actor's Career Compass. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.